So, this week, anybody reading anything? Anything interesting? कोई कुछ पढ़ रहा है, कुछ बताना चाहेंगे हमें?
Newspaper.
No books right now?
No, I am reading a book called The Confession by
Okay.
John Grisham.
Oh, okay. John Grisham's a great writer, great fun.
So it's
What
a
is
very
this?
good book.
Okay.
It's a thriller. It's
Okay.
about a girl got murdered और जिसको convict समझते हैं, he is actually not the convict till now. But for 10 years he is in jail. And
okay.
उसका अभी उसको hang करने वाले हैं. And now the twist is that the actual murderer has appeared.
Acha, The Confession, huh?
Yeah, so let's see what happens. Abhi, I am in the halfway. So
Oh, okay. This is Confession by John Grisham.
yeah,
Okay, I think maybe even I'll buy this. I'll read this.
very good book.
Okay.
I'll show you the cover.
Yeah. Okay,
Can you see?
amazing. Yes, I can see it. Great. John Grisham books I really enjoy.
Yeah,
But I just don't like जो sequel में चले जाते हैं ना, वो मुझे नहीं पसंद है. I prefer कि एक ही book में वो final हो जाए, conclusion आ जाए, then it's more fun.
right. ऐसे मुझे डैन ब्राउन भी बहुत पसंद है.
हाँ.
बट अब बोर हो गया. सारा डैन ब्राउन काफी पढ़ लिया. मेरे को अब अच्छा लगता है उसका.
That's true. I think the first one was exciting for everybody.
हाँ. Angels and the Demons.
Angel and the Demon and was your next one tha, what was it called? Famous one.
Right.
Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code. Yes. Da
हाँ.
Vinci Code. Yes.
You know, you were speaking of John Grisham. I just finished a book by John Grisham called The Summons. Very, very interesting. I mean, I don't want to be a spoiler and tell you the story, but if you want to read, it's very thrilling. And it's so.
What is it about?
It is about two brothers, and the inheritance. His father is a judge, and he dies leaving an inheritance, and then whatever happens. It's very, very exciting.
I think I have
I
read
couldn't put
this.
the book down.
I think I've read this. अभी याद नहीं आ रहा है.
But if we tell the story, then the whatever the joy is gone. So we
somebody
wants to read.
तो इसीलिए कन्फेशन का उतना ही बताया है जितना वो शुरू से ही है. मतलब from the very first sentence it's कि confession start हो रहा है. It's like
no,
that.
that's the thing with his books. It just starts from the first sentence itself. Like you're totally sucked in. With many books, पहले 50 pages पढ़ो फिर समझ में आता है कि आगे पढ़ने का मन है या नहीं है.
नहीं है. हाँ.
His books, immediately you're sucked into it.
Actually, yeah, very true. Yeah, I live in a place called Hosur, and I retired as a principal just last year. So after 30 years of service, right now I find myself sitting at home, reading books and all that. So I was just thinking today only the possibility of starting a small library, calling my community people, come in, read, chat, and go. Otherwise it's very lonely. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I thought this week should be a good.
Hello, Nitinji. Good to see you.
Yeah. Hello, Anuradha ji. How are you?
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm good. So,
how is everyone? Hello to everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. So we're just discussing John Grisham and how much we all enjoy his books.
Yes.
I've also put down a list of books. Let me put them down again for, all of us to discuss. Because what is happening is that every week we have new people joining. So, we're not able to decide on a book of the week and book of the month.
So last week, did you all discuss Metamorphosis?
No, we couldn't because we had nobody had really read it. And I think, to be fair, not many people were interested actually in Metamorphosis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had read it, but I was not able to join the meeting.
Okay. I'm just putting the list here again. This is just a list that I've put together for us to discuss. But I think John Grisham is also good. If people want, we can just decide. So, we can take John Grisham, or these are some good books. Educated is a good non-fiction book as well.
The Chamber by John Grisham is the best that I found. I have read almost all John Grisham.
Yeah.
But from them, the Chamber I found the best. Anyway,
Okay.
everybody will have their own views.
Yeah, so why don't we do a John Grisham week? Let's all read John Grisham.
That will be better.
No? And then we can discuss. But please join next week. Otherwise, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. So otherwise, there'll be nobody left to discuss. So, Ambuji, बताइए आप क्या पढ़ रहे हैं आजकल? I have explained everything to you. Now we need your recommendation.
Yeah, I know, and I'm hearing it also
Yeah.
because you people are reading all the serious book, and at this stage I don't want to.
No, we can read Chacha Chaudhary comics also.
Yeah,
don't have any
I
problem.
I like those type of comics nowadays.
Yeah.
And I remember my childhood also when I used to read Chanda Mama,
Yeah.
Balak and Chanda Mama.
Mm.
By the way, I'm about 80 years old man.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, that's just to give you the idea that at what age I used to read it.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
we
know
all have
whether
read that. We have read, even I have read Chanda Mama.
have you read the Balak by any chance? Balak, have you
I
read
don't remember. Balak, I don't
That
remember.
was published from Patna.
Madam, Lotpot.
Yes.
Lord
Yes, I
Fort and
used
all
to
those
read
things. So
Champak,
those
Lotpot.
yeah, these books and somehow
Yeah, I think you remember.
I mean I used to like nowadays. I mean maybe depending upon the age also. Monthly magazines and all those things where the articles are there of the current politics and all. So those are my interest as such.
Okay.
So reading newspaper every day, newspaper every day for about an hour is my hobby as such. I mean,
Yeah.
and then from there, if I pick up any good books or anything, then just like that, there was an article of this Sukoon also in last week. So I just I went to the site and all those things. That's how I joined it also.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm
very happy to have you here.
I'm basically my mother tongue is Hindi, but I can speak English as well also.
Okay.
I mean, because all this, this official language is English in Bombay. I spent about 50 years in Bombay.
Okay.
Anyway, that's all about me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm having an interest and I'm having a good time also talking to you.
That's great. And I'm glad that you mentioned, you brought up Chanda Mama and Balak, etc. And Malik, you mentioned Lotpot. So let's talk a bit about comics that we have read.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to discuss.
So, I mean, those type of comics and all.
Yeah, we used to read Phantom and Mandrake.
Archie's.
Yeah.
Archie's, of course, Riverdale, Betty, Veronica.
Yeah.
That was great.
Jagged.
Then we used to read, before that, Jagged. And before that, we used to read this Phantom and Mandrake. Mandrake was a magician, and Phantom was a guy from jungle.
Yeah.
Against evil.
Yes, with the ring, no? With the skull.
Yeah. Then we started with James Hadley Chase, and the girls started with Milton Boots.
Right.
No. Girls also read the James Hadley Chase.
Yeah, girls also read James Hadley Chase, yes.
Not in my group, no. Acha, we read together Hardy Boys and the Famous Spy and Elliot Blyton books.
And Nancy Drew also.
Nancy Drew was again liked by girls most.
Yeah, probably.
And Agatha Christie was very famous. I have read almost all of Agatha Christie.
Yeah, Agatha Christie later on, yes.
And abhi bhi, it's like when I get tired of reading all these books, then in between, I take a break with some Agatha Christie book.
Yeah, that's the best.
Nobody read P.G. Wodehouse?
Yeah, P.G. Wodehouse I have read.
Madam, I'm a fan of P.G. Wodehouse.
Yeah, even nowadays I pick it up sometimes.
Yeah, same here. I hardly hear anybody talking about P.G. Wodehouse.
No, it's too good. It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
And the English is really good.
Yeah.
I remember reading P.G. Wodehouse. It was in our textbook.
There's a Japanese writer who writes just like P.G. Wodehouse.
Really?
I forget his name. Japanese writer whose language is just like P.G. Wodehouse. I've read one or two of his books. I forget his name. Is it something with K? I don't remember. I'm just forgetting his name. He writes just like P.G. Woodhouse.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have one in Marathi by the name of Pula Deshpande, who is called Indian P.G. Woodhouse. Pula Deshpande. If anybody is Marathi out here, they might know him.
Yeah, I read Kaka Hatrasi.
Yeah, good. Those poetries.
Kaka Hatrasi book. Then during my literature time, PG in literature, then I read that it was in my course subjects, no? William Shakespeare and all the Macbeth and all that. Then during my degree and earlier David Copperfield, Gulliver's Travels, all these things, famous books.
Yeah, David Copperfield, Gulliver's Travel. Yes, those are the classics.
Then in Hindi literature, I read Amruta Pritam. Then the earlier also I mentioned Ranu. Then many of the previous writers, Hindi writers, Gulshan Nanda and then Premchand, Munshi Premchand. He was very nice. He has very good collections. So I have all the books with me now.
I think whatever Hindi books you have mentioned, I have read all those
But
books.
later, because of my mechanical life and office work, I could not concentrate on. Maybe I'm one of the documentation person in one of the research library. I retired. I'm retired from there in Hyderabad, central government. But I could not read, even though I am 24 hours, I am in library. So many fictions were there available there in that.
So bad being a librarian, you have not read a book.
Huh?
Being a librarian, you have not read a book, being so privileged. Because I'm also a librarian and I love reading books. Whatever comes in my library, I read it. I try to. Being a librarian, you have not read a book. So sad.
नहीं अच्छा है वो इट्स वेरी नाइस बुक्स वहाँ पे जो भी है ना इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में जो पुराने ऑथर विलियम ये टॉलस्टॉय है ये है वो ऑल दिस थिंग
I also have many books. I also read P.G. Woodhouse. It is there in my library. Silent Patient. Some child gave it to me to read, but the story is very that kind, not at all heart pleasing.
Silent Patient is a wonderful book.
Wonderful.
Patient is one of the best books I've read.
It's a psychological thriller.
Psychological
but it's
thriller.
too good.
Which one?
Till the end, you don't know what is happening. That's the mystery.
Which is the one? Sorry?
The Silent Patient.
Silent. Yeah. The Silent Patient. Yeah. It was there in the leading list, Anuradha, if you remember.
I suggested it. Yeah, it's very
good. Again today.
Yeah, please do that. Yeah.
Kaka Hatrasi, the Marathi gentleman was here, I think. Oh,
He was Atre.
No. Atre sahab, namaste. Tomi Navez, there was one drama.
Yes. It is not Atre, it is Atre.
It was very famous. It was very famous, Tomi Navez.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
a drama has also been written on it and enacted a number of times.
Yes. Correct.
Kaka Hatrasi.
Yes, Kaka Hatrasi.
Do you remember any poem?
नहीं उनका poem तो याद नहीं है. It's almost 20 years or 30 years back.
Yeah.
So I don't remember.
All these things are available on
some
YouTube
I have
now.
forgotten. But during my literature time, I come across different authors. Hindi literature. I did my MA Hindi literature, then MA English. So it was common for me.
Yeah, maybe you have to revive it now, especially since Anju ji has said that as a librarian, it is your duty to tell us.
No, but I am not librarian. Maybe I am from library science student.
Yeah.
But I was into documentation. It was under Ministry of Rural Development.
Okay.
And there was a package, what you call Lipsis package that we used to. It was a special library. So worldwide people, they used to visit our library for rural development and related subjects. So it was a huge library of 3 floors, very big library. And I'm one of the member in that.
So nice. I can imagine being lost in that library for the whole day.
Yes. No, I did my BLSC, but MLSC I could not complete.
Yes, Anju ji.
After that, as I said earlier, I was
Yeah.
busy with my mechanical life and routine office work and all that.
Yeah.
So circulation or whatever it is. So I was
I'm
busy
sure
with
you
the
have time
Lipsis
now.
package. One Lipsis package was used, it was Delhi in, I think, somewhere around 95 or something. We purchased that package. So totally it was computerized. Entire library was computerized.
Yeah.
We used to do documentation.
But tell me, what genre do you like to read? When you were reading earlier, what did you enjoy?
When?
When you were reading, do you like mystery, thrillers, biographies? What do you enjoy?
No, I didn't get you, madam. 1 minute.
What kind of books do you like to read?
No, the other day you mentioned one name, that also.
Huh.
Some activist also I read, Gujarat, Narmada,
Acha, acha. Okay, so you like
Medha Patkar.
Medha Patkar. Yeah, yeah.
हाँ,
Medha
उनका भी
Okay,
बहुत
okay.
अच्छा किताब है. That also I read.
Yeah.
और
Madam,
परसों
I
भी आप एक
remember
क्विज में एक क्वेश्चन किए थे ना, तो उनका अच्छा कुछ which I could not reply. It was a small book, I said that day.
Acha.
She was very good writer.
Yuganta you're talking about? Iravati Karve.
No, that is Iravati Karve, yeah.
Huh. That's also a small book.
I don't remember the name, but very famous.
Okay. ठीक है,
That
याद आ
also
जाएगा,
I-
हमें बता दीजिएगा. Anju
but
ji,
almost,
we want
it's-
recommendations from you.
I
What are the young people? Tell us, what are young people reading these days?
these days they like
Young
having
people, no, they
Sudha
don't have time, first thing, and even if they have time, they don't prefer to read.
No, they read. A lot of young people read. It's
yeah,
like any.
a lot of young people read. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no, because
Anuradha, I just remembered the name of the book.
Yeah.
The Lion Women of Tehran. Marjan Kamali. Lion Women of Tehran. We had it for
Okay.
our other book club.
Okay.
Book of the month. Very nice book. And she has written a lot of other books also
yes.
on Iran.
Yeah.
Lion Women of Tehran. Marjan
Okay.
Kamali.
But if
Yes,
you
yes.
get time, you just read that book, Not Without My Daughter. इसके ऊपर तो movie भी बनी है. Long back.
Yeah, I've
Which
heard the
one?
name of the book.
Not Without My Daughter.
Achha, no, I haven't. I don't know.
I'll share it on the group.
Okay, sure.
I'll put it on the chat as well.
my school there are
Yeah, so
many
Anju ji,
young
tell us, what are young people reading these days? Since you are in touch with them.
they are more involved in writing the book in bribe books. They are getting their book published. We
Acha,
have
okay.
young writers. I can't.
But are they reading or just writing?
The book they like Sudha Murthy. They like
Sudha Murthy, okay.
fantasy book. Then lot of fantasy.
Tell us some names. Maybe we can. I'm asking because maybe we can also read what they are reading.
I like. I will tell about myself. I like simple reading book, and a book I gave to my children is The Art of Floundering.
The art
It's
of
the art of wandering.
wandering.
You
Okay.
may be for the town for many years, but you don't know the good things that are there in your town even. So it is a very good. The French people, the elite person from France, they used to do this all kind of activities, not a general person. So from there, this art of floundering, and then they.
Okay.
I like that guy Shiv Khera. Children love to read Shiv Khera. Then self-help books that are more helping. Story books they like very much. Geronimo Stilton, that mouse.
Oh yes. Geronimo Stilton, yes.
They like the whole range. Then Famous Five, and that Hardy Boys, all these.
But those are also very young children. Those are for very young children, not for teenagers.
It is.
Teenagers like other books, not this.
Yeah, like teenagers, etc. What they are reading, because I find their reading fascinating actually.
They're buying science books, encyclopedias, and all those things.
Yeah, like Percy Jackson, etc. Percy Jackson, Hunger Games, all these. Yeah.
Lots of teenagers also read the classics. In the book fair, a lot of sale of classics was actually, these teenagers bought those books. Lot of them, the real, regular, serious teenagers who, the readers, serious
Yeah.
readers, they are into the classics.
In fact, like, I hadn't read Metamorphosis. My nieces had read it.
See, that's what I'm
even,
saying. See,
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah,
They are very serious. There are very serious readers
yeah,
among
yeah.
the young.
Even this one, what's the name?
The magical.
Very nice book, Sudha Murthy की. हाँ.
मैं बच्चों को जब सुनाती थी तो बड़े बच्चे भी बैठ के क्लास मतलब लाइब्रेरी छोड़ के नहीं जाना चाहते थे वो.
अच्छा.
छोटे बच्चों को जब मैं स्टोरी सुनाती थी तो उनकी जो बुक है मैजिकल ड्रम, वो मैंने अपनी सेपरेट रखी अपने रेफरेंस के लिए. तो उसमें से मैंने कई सारी स्टोरीज की पीडीएफ बनाई थी ड्यूरिंग कोविड टाइम. तो बहुत स्टोरी है, बहुत फनी. एक सुपर हीरो की कहानी है, तो उसको कैसे राजा जो है ठीक करता है.
Then about Mahabharata also there are different.
We have 10 books. All these books are with him. So my grandson looks at the books, tries to read.
Yes, yes. ये आपको ये रामकृष्णा मिशन में कहीं अगर है आपका तो वहाँ लाइब्रेरी में you all these comics are available. Small comics. It was done with good binding and all that. Good collection. आपको अभी भी मिलेगा वो रामकृष्ण मिशन वालों का विवेकानंदा.
बहुत जल्द मिलता है वो अमर चित्र कथा तो पूरा full collection is there.
हाँ अमर चित्र कथा. Yes, you are right, madam. अमर चित्र कथा.
Then Jataka जो बुद्धा वो Jataka. So there.
Yes, yes. Correct. True. Yes.
Okay, I think kabhi 6 baj gaya. This is going to end now. But please join the WhatsApp group. We're reading the confession for next week. Everybody's coming back.
Grisham Confession and
Yeah.
Exodus, Leon Ury, first 2 chapters, right?
Yes, first 2 chapters of Exodus. Yes.
And Confession also first 2 chapters.
No, Confession, we can read the whole book. It's John Grisham.
Oh, we can read the whole book. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's a quick book, so we can read it. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for
Bye.
joining.
Thank you.
Bye.
So it
Thank
was
you so much.
nicely conducted.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Excellent.
See you again. Thank
The
you.
event was excellent, madam.
I love this club. Best.
Yes, yes. No, you see, yesterday also I mentioned so many people are hiding. Why they are hiding?
Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Bye-bye. See
Thank
you.
you, Anuradha. Bye.
Thank
See
you
you.
so much,
Bye.
Anuradha
Bye.
ma'am.